Good morning, good morning, good morning. Buenos dias, mi gente. Yogi-O, welcome to Daily Discipline number 399. My name's Rob Hoback. Happy that you're here. Honored and humbled that you keep coming back, like for reals. Hey, it's a 2 for Tuesday. I'm in my hotel room in Atlanta. Got my mermaid shirt on. It's part of the Dallas collection. And it's a work day, right? And just like Vince Lombardi said, Velo, no days off, right? So chasing our best life, we got to work every day, even on days when we're not feeling our best, which brings me to my first things first. Still the realist. I'm also tired. Yeah, just not feeling well, right? I've got something that I just can't get past. I now have a sore throat, was tossing and turning all night, just don't feel great. But, going back to what we were just talking about, like fighting through, powering through difficult days where we don't feel our best, whether it's emotionally, physically, whatever, that's a fundamental part of being successful. So you just got to suck it up and go. Moving right along, my thank yous go out to last night. I was watching Monday Night Football. Had Chargers and the Chiefs down in Mexico. And I'm thankful for Phillip Rivers, right? He's the quarterback for the now Los Angeles Chargers. And, he's one of those guys that he'll probably go into the Hall of Fame with stats, but he hasn't really won anything, right? More disappointment than... You there? Sorry about that. More disappointment for the fans than accomplishment, other than, again, some meaningless statistics. And so I just wrote down some things. So, number one, don't wait until the last moment, right? He running around, with this sense of urgency because they were down. Well, they were down because he kept throwing the ball away. Had 4 interceptions. Don't try to do too much, right? Again, I don't know this, but I'm assuming if you could talk to some of the guys on the team, they'd be like, yeah, I wish Phillip would stop trying to do everything himself and let some of us pitch in too. Maybe we wouldn't have so many interceptions. This is one. The most stubborn person is usually in control of the dream, right? When we talk about living the dream, and we've all been there when we're in a situation, an environment where there's somebody with a real strong personality that's driving everything, and you get caught up in it. You're like, well, I disagree with this, but I kind of have to go along with the ride. And it's usually not the most gifted person that's in control of the dream. It's the stubborn one. So just be careful who you surround yourself with. Thought of the day. I heard this yesterday in this book that I'm listening to on Audible. It's called Talking with Strangers, and it's by Malcolm Gladwell, who's one of my favorite authors. And I really thought the book was going to be about something else, which is fine. But he's talking about why is it that we have such a difficult time understanding the true intent of others, people that we don't know, and how is it that people that the first chapter he was talking about Hitler, right, and all these ambassadors, heads of state went over and talked to him, and he signed papers and all this, saying that he wasn't interested in all of the things that he actually was interested in, whereas people who didn't know him at all be like, yeah, he's no good. And so I think it's eventually probably going to tie into the Blink thing, to where our minds are supercomputers and we can make up we can come to logical conclusions with just a little bit of fact, but when we start putting nuance in it is where it gets convoluted and confusing. But anyway, in the book, there was a phrase, no crying in the yacht, right? And the point was this: he was talking about how people don't really generally feel sorry for people that they consider to have a better life than theirs. And so I was thinking to myself, I'm like, well, taking that even a step further, that other than the handful of people that each one of us has in our lives that genuinely do care about what's going on, most people don't care, right? And so I think that's a stressor for a lot of people. They want other people to care, and it's just not going to happen, right? Especially if the person on the other side of the conversation looks at you or me and says, well, they've got a better life than me. How am I going to feel sorry for them, right? Don't really care. No crying in the yacht, right? And whether we like to admit it or not, we all have a yacht, right? We just think we need a bigger yacht. Probably don't. With that, I'm done for the day. Hands up. Peace out. We're better together. Appreciate you stopping by. I'll be back tomorrow from Oklahoma on Hump Day. So we'll see you then. Deuces. Love you guys. Bye.